How you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm good. Stoked to be here.
Yeah? You just came back from the States and now you're at Storyland and then you're going back to the States.
On Wednesday, yeah.
Why did you say yes to Storyland?
Well, I had to be a part of this. Just, I'm involved in so many different aspects of this festival, so I couldn't miss it.
Oh, explain.
Yeah. All the artwork. I created the beings that you'll see around the place. And
installations.
Yeah, like these characters up there.
Cool.
And yeah, we wrote like a 3-piece animated film about them as well. Oh. So they're going to be playing that tonight.
Oh, amazing.
So, yeah.
And so you used to live in Coffs, and so I guess it's special to your heart in that way. Like you want to see
for sure
extra things take off here.
I had to come back. Also needed like a bit of a nap after that tour.
Was it a wild one?
It was. Yeah, it was like 5 weeks, and I think we did 13 shows. I think like 10 of them were sold out. So yeah, it was a really good tour.
So the US is really responding well to K+Lab because you're going back.
Yeah, I'm going back. I mean, like, we were making good progress before the pandemic, and I wasn't sure if I was going to like give the US another nudge, but then this opportunity came to play with this guy Daily Bread. So
that's to come?
That's the one I just did.
That's the one you just did?
We just did that tour together. So
yeah.
I was like, okay, this is a perfect opportunity to get back to the States. And
sweet.
Now we're back in full swing.
And what's to come? What's the next chapter?
I'm heading over this week just for the weekend.
You're not even recovered from jet lag yet.
I know. I'm just in multiple time zones.
Yeah.
It's fine. But yeah, Summer Camp Festival, which I just found out is going to be their last year. It's a big festival. I think it's like maybe 40, 50,000 people. But yeah, it's like Willie Nelson's playing.
Oh, wow.
But then like crazy dubstep, like Excision and stuff.
Amazing.
So a very like mixed bag of a festival.
An ADHD lineup.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Epic. So you're a musician, an animator, and a producer. Can you tell me what came first?
Definitely music. Yeah, I was like playing in bands for my brother. They needed a bass player, so he like bought me a bass guitar.
Yeah.
And then I started playing in his band. Then we got into electronic music more, so he like bought me a synth. I was like doing my bass lines on there. And yeah, that was kind of like the start of music for me. And then I was like getting booked for gigs and stuff, but I hated the artwork people were doing for me. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna figure out how to make the artwork.
Wow.
And then that just kind of escalated from there. And then I was like, oh, maybe I could make it moves. And then I got into animation.
And did you go to animation school?
I went to design school.
Yeah.
But then
I don't even know if there is animation school.
Oh, there definitely is.
Yeah.
But most animation is self-taught.
Yeah.
And just
amazing.
Hanging out with friends that are better than me. Yeah.
So it was a driving force to have full creative control of your artistic vision, because your live shows have got your visuals, your music, your all installations. Like it's coming from that place of I want to do this.
I'm like definitely a control freak. I need to like control everything at the same time. But
I love that.
I also get to cut out the middleman, like trying to communicate what I want.
Yeah.
I can just make it now. So
yeah, right.
It makes life a bit easier, but it's also time consuming trying to do everything.
Amazing.
But
cool.
I enjoy it. I like everything feels like me when I'm performing. So
yeah.
It's good.
That's incredible. Well, hats off to you.
Thank you.
What does the name Captain K+Lab mean? Where did that come from?
It came from this track, which was kind of the track that like kicked off my career. It's called The Mothership, and yeah, there's a line that the Mike Smith who rapped on the track came up with. He's like talking about Captain Ahab and Captain K+Lab. And yeah, it just kind of took off from there, and then I was like, yeah.
Has it?
And I was the captain of the mothership for a while, you know.
Nice. So. Has it acquired more meaning? Has it become a self-fulfilling prophecy along the way?
I don't know.
Maybe where the captain role is, you know, now you're doing everything of this ship. You're like,
yeah.
Amazing.
I don't know.
Lead me a bit through your gear usage. Are you always trying out new stuff? Like what DAW do you use? Like what's going on behind the scenes?
I use Ableton and my set kind of goes through waves. Like, it used to be a really complicated setup, and then I find if it's too complicated, it's hard to connect with the crowd because you're doing too much. So now it's kind of like a hybrid DJ, hybrid live set. So there's moments of live performance that like picks up the set, and actually connects with the crowd. And yeah, it's fine balance between, you know, having a good dance and then having moments where it's live. So
yeah, amazing. And when you're at home in the studio, are you always trying new things to get your brain out onto the computer? Yeah.
I mean, I've touched wood or plastic. I've never had writer's block, because I just always think there's so much inspiration. There's like new plugins, new gear to try. There's like so much to learn that if I'm ever a bit stuck, I'll just look for something new to play with. So
I love that.
Yeah.
So what's your take on AI coming into the space then? Because that's the ultimate opposite of that's for people that have got writer's block. Or do you have a different opinion?
I think it's a good way to get inspired. I don't think it's a end tool for creativity.
Yeah.
Like,
how would you use it if you did?
I use it, like, sometimes it's good for like backgrounds. Like if an image needs a crazy background, I'll chuck it in there. Or maybe like it does weird things to simple objects. So I'll be like, oh, that's a crazy idea, but I won't use that. But I'll be like, okay, maybe I could recreate that idea. Yeah.
So an inspiration tool.
Yeah, yeah.
I like that.
There's always new technology coming along. It never replaces the artist. Like, it still needs artists to drive it. So you just got to figure out how to use it. And, yeah, I'm having fun with it.
If there was one word that you could tell me that described the inside of your creative mind, what would that be?
Shit.
Sorry to...
That's a tricky one. I think inspired. Like, because I'm always inspired by everything that's going on around me. So
I intuitively felt that's what you were going to say. Anyway. Yeah, cool. I like that. With glitch hop and bass music, if you were trying to describe it to someone that had never heard it, what would you say? Like, why would you say it's so good? And what part of the culture would you say that it reflects? I love it. I just want to hear someone who makes it what their perspective is.
Well, the things I love about it is it sounds so freaking good on a big sound system.
Yeah.
Like once you have a perfect sound system with big bass music tunes, you just feel it. You know? It's like, it's undeniable. Like, you're physically feeling it.
Yeah.
It's making you move. But there's also so much within it. Like, I think where it is now is really healthy because there's so much different influences. Like, it used to be very genrefied, you know, like, I just make drum and bass, or I just make dubstep, but now I feel like you can just mix anything in there and pull it together.
I have noticed that change. So under the bass music umbrella, you can release more of what your emotion is wanting to express. You're not like strict in your lane.
Nah.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's really interesting, and that does reflect our culture because we are becoming all blended in so many parts of our lives.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow, cool. So in terms of the trends in the bass music scene, do you like to take things from people, or do you always pioneer and try and like meet your edge and invent things?
I take things from people, but not from what's new. Like, I'll always take stuff from the stuff I grew up listening to and try and deliver that in a new way. Because I don't want to be doing what everyone else is doing right now.
Yeah, of course.
So I think, you know, my music is just me reflecting the stuff I fell in love with that got me into music, but in a fresh way.
Yeah. And always harking back like a decade ago or something like that.
Yeah, but then like the stuff I will grab from the new is like production techniques that keep it fresh.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Awesome. So who would be the ultimate collaboration for you?
The Prodigy.
The Prodigy!
Yeah.
Amazing!
Either that or DJ Shadow.
Oh, amazing
or
choice.
Run the Jewels.
Oh, you know what? I reckon you might have just set that out there and it's happening. Well, thanks so much for sitting down and having a chat with me. I really appreciate it. I can't wait to see your set later. It's going to be sick.
Thanks.
Thanks. Cheers.